A trend has appeared amid the ICE activity all across the state. Businesses taking a stand by not allowing ICE on their property without a proper warrant, and in some cases, refusing service altogether. But what are those businesses' rights in these cases? That's what ABC 6 News reporter Chandler Jackson has been looking into for us, and he joins us live now from the newsroom with more. And Chandler, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, Robin, I spoke with several legal experts about this topic, and while the consensus is that businesses have the right to refuse to work with ICE in certain cases, they need to be careful not to cross the wrong line.
The main way businesses across the state, including here in Rochester, have been asserting their rights to refuse access to ICE agents is via these signs. The signs, created and distributed by Monarcha Rapid Response Line, a network of community observers that respond to federal enforcement activity, detail various rights businesses have if ICE agents attempt to enter, particularly the ability to refuse administrative warrants.
They're basically just like an administrative request. So there's no legal obligation necessarily to honor those administrative warrants. You can honor them, but you're not required to.
This applies specifically to areas within a business that would be considered private or inaccessible to the public. By contrast, individuals and businesses are required to abide by judicial warrants signed off by a court.
The question is, well, what is a public area of a business and what is a private area of a business? The public area of the business, for example, in a restaurant or a coffee shop might be, sort of the main kind of area where customers are seated. The private areas of the business might be the back room, the kitchen.
So generally, ICE would be able to enter into these publicly accessible spaces even without a warrant. But businesses also have a right to refuse service or access in general. But that can be more complicated and can have unintended consequences, like those seen with the former Hilton Hotel in Minneapolis that denied rooms to ICE agents.
Under the Constitution, ICE agents are not a protected class, so businesses can refuse to service them. That being said, I think, there's a difference between, an ICE agent that just walks in and is trying to get some food versus if they're there to intimidate folks. You kind of get into the sliding scale of what a private business, can do.
Now, the experts I spoke with did recommend that businesses contact a lawyer if they don't already have one for any questions they may have about how to respond to ICE requests. Live in the newsroom, Chandler Jackson, ABC 6 News.